Welcome to my channel Dates and Science. Today we discuss about alcohol. When alcohol enters the body, its journey begins in the mouth, where it immediately starts interacting with delicate tissues. The lining of the mouth and the surface of the tongue are sensitive, and alcohol begins to reduce natural moisture almost instantly. This creates a mild drying effect and in some cases a slight burning sensation with repeated exposure. This dryness can influence oral health by irritating soft tissues and reducing saliva, which normally protects the mouth from bacteria. From the mouth, alcohol moves into the throat, where the tissues are even more delicate. The throat lining can react to alcohol with temporary irritation because alcohol acts as a mild chemical irritant. Some people notice warmth or a slight sting as it passes through. This happens because blood vessels in the area briefly widen, increasing blood flow, which can make the tissue appear slightly inflamed. As alcohol continues downward, it enters the esophagus, the muscular tube that transports liquids to the stomach. The esophagus uses wave-like contractions to push substances downward, and alcohol travels quickly through this passage. During this stage, the lining can experience mild irritation, especially if exposure is frequent. Over time, repeated irritation may weaken the protective barrier of the esophagus, making it more sensitive to acidic contents. The next and most significant stage of alcohol's digestive journey occurs in the stomach. Here, alcohol begins to mix with gastric fluids, and the stomach lining is directly exposed because alcohol stimulates acid production. The stomach environment can become more acidic than normal. This increase in acidity can irritate the stomach lining, leading to discomfort or a burning feeling. In some cases, it can slow digestion because the stomach prioritizes processing alcohol before other nutrients, which is why people may feel fullness or nausea. As alcohol remains in the stomach, a portion of it is absorbed directly into the bloodstream through the stomach walls. This means its effects on the body begin even before it reaches the intestines. Once in the bloodstream, alcohol starts influencing the central nervous system, leading to changes in mood, coordination, and perception, but the digestive system continues to process the remaining amount. From the stomach, alcohol moves into the small intestine, where the majority of absorption takes place. The small intestine has an enormous surface area designed for nutrient uptake, and alcohol passes rapidly through its lining into the bloodstream. Because of this efficient absorption, alcohol levels in the blood can rise quickly, especially when the stomach is empty. At the same time, alcohol can temporarily disrupt the normal absorption of nutrients such as vitamins and minerals, which over time may contribute to deficiencies. Inside the small intestine, the presence of alcohol can also influence the balance of fluids. Because alcohol draws water into the intestinal space, it can alter normal digestion and in some individuals contribute to loose stools. This fluid shift is one reason the body may become dehydrated after drinking, especially if fluid intake is low. After passing through the small intestine, alcohol reaches the large intestine, where the body reabsorbs water and prepares waste for elimination. Although most alcohol has already been absorbed by this point, its earlier effects on hydration can still be felt. The large intestine may receive less fluid than usual because alcohol promotes increased urine production through its effects on the kidneys. This combination can sometimes lead to constipation or irregular bowel patterns depending on hydration levels. While the digestive tract processes alcohol, the liver plays the central role in breaking it down. Once alcohol enters the bloodstream, it is transported to the liver, where enzymes begin converting it into less harmful substances. This metabolic process requires time and energy, and when alcohol intake is high, the liver becomes overworked, leading to the buildup of toxic byproducts. One of these byproducts can cause inflammation and stress within liver cells, which over time may impair liver function. As the body continues to process alcohol, the nervous system responds to its presence. Alcohol acts as a depressant, which means it slows down brain activity. Initially, this may create feelings of relaxation or reduced inhibition, but as levels increase, coordination, reaction time, and judgment become impaired. This is because alcohol interferes with communication between nerve cells, affecting balance, speech, and decision-making. Meanwhile, the cardiovascular system also reacts. Blood vessels near the skin widen, which can create a temporary sensation of warmth, but this actually leads to faster heat loss from the body. Heart rate may increase slightly as the body works to maintain normal circulation while processing alcohol. Another important effect occurs in hormone regulation. Alcohol can interfere with the release of hormones that control hydration and sleep. For example, it reduces the effectiveness of the hormone responsible for conserving water in the kidneys, which leads to increased urination and contributes to dehydration. This is why people often feel thirsty or fatigued after drinking. As alcohol levels begin to decline, the body shifts into recovery mode. The liver continues metabolizing remaining alcohol while the digestive system gradually returns to its normal balance. Tissues that experienced temporary irritation begin to heal and hydration levels slowly normalize if adequate. Thanks for watching our videos. Subscribe my channel for more informative videos. Thanks.